You carry a light most people can't see, and that's exactly why your battles are darker, quieter, and far more dangerous than they appear. People assume that because you're spiritually gifted, you're immune to temptation, immune to confusion, immune to loneliness, but what they don't realize is that giftedness attracts warfare. Every day you wake up, there's an invisible target on your back because the enemy knows you don't just influence people, you shift atmospheres. And the first secret struggle? Isolation. Not the kind that's obvious, but the kind that creeps. And when you're surrounded by people who admire your gift but have no idea what it costs you, even Jesus, the most anointed of all, had to withdraw to lonely places to pray. Luke 5:16. Not for luxury, but because carrying the weight of divine assignment can suffocate your soul if you're not constantly realigned with God. You long for connection, but your calling often demands separation. The second hidden struggle is emotional turbulence masked by spiritual strength. You speak words that calm storms in others, while silently drowning in your own. Elijah called down fire from heaven in 1 Kings 18, but by the next chapter he's under a tree begging God to take his life. That's not weakness, it's the cost of being a vessel. Your emotions feel deeper, louder, harder to tame because your spirit is wired to discern, so even in peace you feel war brewing in the unseen. Third, you're constantly misunderstood. People see your passion as pride, your discernment as judgment, and your conviction as extremism. But 1 Corinthians 2:14 already warned you. Spiritual truths sound like foolishness to those without the Spirit. So you shrink, question your voice, dilute your oil just to be palatable, and each time you do, your spirit groans. You weren't meant to blend in, you were designed to pierce through. The fourth struggle, and perhaps the most dangerous, is the secret temptation to use your gift for validation instead of obedience. It starts subtly. Applause becomes addictive, platforms become idols, and suddenly you're performing instead of ministering. That's why Matthew 7:22-23 is so haunting. Many will prophesy and cast out demons and still hear, "I never knew you." Being gifted doesn't guarantee being right with God. You can be accurate and still be spiritually off. The fifth is a painful one. Delayed promises. God shows you glimpses, whispers visions, confirms your destiny through dreams and strangers, yet year after year passes with nothing tangible. And in that delay, doubt knocks, depression follows, and bitterness waits at the door. But Romans 8:28 doesn't lie. Every silence, every detour, every heartbreak is orchestrated for your making, not your breaking. What's crushing you now is crafting you for the weight of what's coming. The enemy wants you to confuse delay with denial, but Isaiah 60:22 says, "When the time is right, God will make it happen." So why does it feel so unbearable? Because spiritual giftedness magnifies everything. Your joys, your sorrows, your temptations, your warfare. But here's the truth. You are not crazy, weak, or unworthy. You are being sharpened in secret so you can be released in power. Heaven does its loudest work in silence. So stop apologizing for being set apart. Stop hiding your oil to fit in rooms God never assigned you to. Stop questioning your worth just because your walk is heavier. You weren't built for comfort. You were forged for glory. And if the burden feels bigger than you, that's because it is. But so is the one who called you. You are not fighting for your destiny. You're fighting from it. So walk like someone hell is afraid of, because it is.